Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time we're going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and this is Black Panther from the Black Panther film. Of course, they were going to do a new Black Panther figure to accompany his solo outing. I do have the original one, which came out for Civil War. The original one is a great figure, however, super disappointed that it, of course, didn't come with a super necessary accessory, being Chadwick Boseman's head sculpt. So, of course, I knew that the next version would, of course, include that to entice those people who purchased the Civil War one to go ahead and purchase this one as well. But now we have the official images of it, and I'm quite excited to see it. This one actually, I wasn't super excited to see this new version. However, with the stuff that's been added to it, it actually is incredibly impressive. Really surprising the stuff that they did to it. So let's talk about it. First of all, just talking about the actual figure itself, the design. I'm not a big fan of the new design in the new film. It's an alright design. However, I do prefer the Civil War one. This is fine on its own, but the previous version I do find superior. However, this one does include a lot more detail, a lot of smaller detail as well. Like the necklace kind of pieces are much shorter and skinnier, more sharper than the other ones, which were a little bit larger. But I think that those had a little bit better presence because they were larger. But as you can see, especially in the helmeted sculpt, when we get some more images of that, there's a lot more detail in the helmeted section, but it does thin out very much towards the face, which gives towards the mouth, which gives the mouth kind of an elongated type of an appearance. In just regular lighting, as you can see right here, it's completely black, just like the original one was. No unique coloring or anything like that, and of course in the film we do see that he does have some sort of electrical kind of energy that emulates from the suit. So I was interested to see how Hot Toys is going to deal with that, if they were going to do two versions. That's what I was expected them to do a regular standard and then a kind of purple energy activated version. However, they've done it in one, and they've done it where you can kind of view it in two different ways. So the standard version here, once we get to the light here, I'll talk about that, but he is completely lit up via the purple lights. However, they're basically just sections on the suit that have been painted in a different way, that under the proper LED specialized lights, they do actually pop, and you can see the purple color scheme through those, which are attached to his base, which I find very cool. Here's a great picture where you can kind of see the two versions based on his lighting. And it's really noticeable. Now I'm skeptical about how this is actually going to look in person, because in these photos the purple really pops and it really stands out. So I'm almost feeling like in person it actually won't be this good. It'll be a little bit more just tame and unnoticeable. However, in the photos, it does look completely popping. It pops out quite a bit and is completely noticeable, which is very cool. So it'll be interesting to see how this is in person. However, if you take the photos, word for it, it should actually be very noticeable, which is quite cool. Going over some of his accessories here before I talk about another figure that was shown in the photos of this guy, but as far as accessories are concerned, he comes with two different eye pieces, so you can have the eyes where they're just kind of the solid silver with that kind of textured detail on there, as well as just T'Challa's eyes underneath, because he does have a little visor in the film where his eyes can pop out, so you can see his eyes from underneath the helmet. He comes with a T'Challa head sculpt, of course, Chadwick Boseman. It's no surprise. I definitely expected them to do it. It actually looks like a really solid sculpt. The expression is very standard, your standard kind of sulking, serious expression. However, the likeness to the actor is actually quite good. I do like it quite a bit. He comes with a spear, a small spear. Actually, I haven't seen him utilize this in any of the trailers or anything, and the other figures, such as the Marvel Legends figure, doesn't include it, so I'm not quite sure how much he'll actually utilize that weapon in the film, but he does include it. Then he comes with several accessories as far as hands are concerned. He comes with two fists, a right hand for holding that spear, two relaxed palms, and then two kind of aggressive, cat-like type of hands. And then his base is quite nice. He comes with a standard hexagon base. However, it does have a nice little backdrop in the back there with some artwork utilizing the purple effects of his costume. And then he comes with those two pillar sections, which has some interesting writing on them, and those do house those specialized LED lights that will be able to shine on him and bring out that purple color scheme. But those not only is that just a neat design for the pillars, but that is actually from a scene in the film. If you've seen in the trailers where Black Panther's fighting Killmonger on like that kind of train platform section. Those are actually the pillars in the background, so it's not only good for the design of the base itself, but it actually does fit into the film too. Speaking of Killmonger, one of the most exciting things for me with these photos is the fact that in the kind of foreground of the photos that are out of focus, you do see that they are making a Killmonger figure. I'm quite excited about this. Big Marvel villain fan, and I was very much hoping that they would make Killmonger the Golden Jaguar. However, I didn't really expect it. Hot Toys, of course, is extremely spotty when it comes to Marvel villains. They tend to make quite a few of them, however, they don't release very many. So I am hoping that this will be an exception and that they do actually put it on pre-order. Their last Marvel villain was Hela, and she did make it to pre-order, so there is a good chance. But as you can see from what we can see, from a minimal extent of Killmonger here, because he is out of focus and portions of him are cut off, but you can see the kind of cheetah or jaguar texturing throughout the costume itself, especially on the legs there. I believe that that's mainly just because the lighting is hitting them a little bit brighter, so it's bringing out the detail a bit more, but you can see some of that gold detail around the collar and waist, and he is holding in his left hand, we do see him holding the spear. There you go, you can see that spear there. He, of course, has another weapon that's a little bit longer that I believe, of course, the figure will come with. It'll be interesting to see if they do the same design with him, where the lighting, he comes with those LED lights that will bring out the gold detailing in his costume, as opposed to just the standard black when he's not being lit up. That'll be quite cool. Overall, I do like this Black Panther figure quite a bit. This is something that I wasn't really looking forward to seeing very much, because, I figured that it would just be an updated version of the Civil War one, but with a costume that I don't like as much and the Chadwick Boseman head sculpt. But with the addition of this new lighting feature on it, it actually makes it quite interesting. I personally don't plan to pick it up just because I do have the first one, and I do, like I said, enjoy that costume design more. However, I like the idea of this lighting system, so if they do it with the Killmonger figure, I will be really ecstatic, because I'd love to see how that works in person. But overall, I do plan to pick up Killmonger, assuming they do put him on pre-order. That would be fantastic. At the moment, this figure is not on pre-order. It should be going up, though, later today. And yeah, overall, looking like quite an interesting figure. I'm quite excited to see Killmonger, of course, and it'll be interesting to see if they do any more figures from the Black Panther film. I doubt it, though. I think that Black Panther is just about the only one that they'll actually do. Then, of course, there's a chance that they'll put Killmonger on pre-order, and then I don't believe that they'll be doing anybody from the Dora Milaje, his specialized bodyguard group, even though they do seem to have a decent part in the film. But overall, that's my thoughts on this Hot Toys Black Panther figure from the Black Panther film. Let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.